so I'm usually out of luck.
All
All right, gentlemen,
get one
just
for
let you,
yourself.
we are now live. We are streaming, so to let you know.
Okay.
Okay, carry on.
So
Uh,
we had been in the if I remember correctly, we had cleared out the
The
uh,
winery.
the bird barn here, the winery, didn't we?
yeah, because
Holy shit! That screen is just. I mean, it's zooming.
huh?
I can't get it. I can't get to. Because when I drag, it just flies off.
Right?
Holy crap! That's sensitive.
That new computer?
No. So I maybe have them. My GPU fan failed, so I pulled it out, pulled the board out, and reattached it, but it's not working, or I got a new one for it. It's not working. So I think I might have done more damage to the motherboard than I thought. But
Looking at back on May 4th was our last time that we played. It's been a while. Um, I
It's summertime. It
believe
happened.
somebody got the Gothias staff, which
that
is
was me. I picked it up, but I think I handed it over to Miss Kyle.
I believe that was found inside the winery, right? I forget who it came off of.
It
Um,
came from this place right there,
It was leaning up against the winch.
okay,
right there.
I got you. So it wasn't on a body. All right, I'm
Yeah.
with you.
No, you had me make a perception check. I rolled a 24 or something like that.
That's
And,
yeah. That's why there's a perception in there. All
yeah.
right.
What
And
was
you
what
found
was
this
the
staff.
staff?
It's right there. If you look below, or if you look in the comments section, you'll see bludgeoning, versatile, attributes, Catholic's staff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I think he said it is in D&D Beyond, so if you plug it in, you should be able to find it, because it does some druidic stuff.
Yes. Yeah. There's stats and stuff on it. So. All right. So how are you?
Closest thing we druid is you.
How are you guys looking? You guys pretty beat up
No,
for the
I
most
don't
part.
think so.
For the most part, you guys steamroll through this stuff anyways. So.
Yeah,
All
I'm okay.
right.
I've got a nick, but I'm otherwise decent.
Tony might be injured.
I had like 8, so I'm good.
Damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Real quick, I want to mention. I don't remember if I mentioned this before. I think I did, or I was going to wait till. Anyways, next Sunday. When is the 28th? Saturday.
Next week.
Yeah, this Saturday at the Gamekeep, I'm meeting a couple folks up there, and we're going to play Shadow Dark. Shadow Dark is an OSR. The rules like it's a 5e, uses 5e rules, but it's old school play. They basically uh, added stuff from first edition, second edition, and then it's mostly fifth edition. They've taken out skills. Um, Everything's all based off your attributes. Most common sense. That's what you roll. You don't have any certain amount of skills. Uh,
That one may take down D&D. That's Kelsey Dion's game. She's won like 5 innies out of
yes,
that. She's from the
Yes.
Arcane Library. It's really, really good.
That's
She's
where
good
we're
friends
going.
with the guy I like, Trevor Duvall. The game I've got
Yes.
coming, he's done for Me, Myself, and Die. She's a big fan of his, and they're good friends now. And she actually helped write and produce the game I've got coming, The Broken Empires, that he produced. That should be coming in October. So, but I've heard nothing but good things about Shadow Dark. Everyone loves it.
Yes,
So,
I bought the core book. I have it. I have a few of their modules. Anyways, I'm gonna run up there and meet this group. Long story short, it's a guy that I have played with before a long time ago at Roll the Dice. I forget what his name is. Anyways, he ran with a couple of guys that would come up every once in a while. In fact, you guys probably might have even seen him once or twice through your passings at Roll the Dice. But anyways, I'm going to meet him. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to have a go at it. If it goes well, he's already got plans in the work of an online game. As long as this goes well, so he's going to try to juggle both. He wants to run a in-person game at the GameKeep, and he wants to run an online session. You guys are invited. I told him that, if how he felt if I invited you guys, if we end up with a bunch of players, if he's okay with it. He was like, yeah, I'm fine with it. So I'm going up there. I don't know what time yet. I do know it's going to be at the GameKeep, and it's going to be this Saturday, the 28th. So if anybody wants to join me, let me know. I'll get more information. You guys can meet me at my place. Those are south of me, and then we can ride together up to the GameKeep. It's up to you. I've got the PDF version. If you guys bring, a tablet or something or a laptop, I can give you a copy of the PDF version of the rules and whatnot. It's real simple. Looks real simple to play. I like the mechanics. What I've read so far. Torches, they run for 60 minutes. That's it. So nobody has dark vision except for the monsters. So everybody needs a torch. And they say that this is a lot like first edition. It's more of a survival game. You will probably eventually die. Is the way it was explained to me.
yeah, a lot of, especially after the newest edition of D&D kind of went sideways on them.
Yep. Yep.
A lot of the Hasbro crew was really focusing in on like younger Gen Z as like the new money to like buy into the digital packages for D&D.
Yep.
For the I guess we'll call it 5.5 edition.
Well, I
And
heard they're calling it sixth edition too. So
well, they say it's not sixth edition.
I
It's
know.
whatever, but whatever. It's just the newest edition. We couldn't squeeze any more juice out of the last lemon, so we gave you a new lemon. Call it what you will.
Yep.
But um, they basically abandoned the old. They abandoned us.
Yes, they
They
have.
wanted to run it as
They
we were little kids. So Kelsey figured out, hey, I can get they're absolutely abandoning their core base that has been with them for 40 years.
they're shifting.
So I can capture that group again, and she's done a good job at it. So that's and now I'm really interested to see what happens to Hasbro, because they wanted the Critical Role crew, the kids that watch Critical Role, to like be the next gen of money makers for the company, and lo and behold,
That
Critical Role
backfired.
abandoned them, jumped
Yeah,
ship, and now they've taken Perkins and
got their own.
took Perkins and Matt Mercer, or not Matt Mercer, Matt. I can't remember. Anyway,
It's
they've
called.
stolen some of the designers that have been at WotC for 20 years.
Yeah, they got a new system out.
So
It's called Dagger something. Dagger in.
Daggerheart, yeah,
Daggerheart.
Daggerheart.
Yeah. Yep.
Have you seen it?
No, I
Fifth
heard.
edition. It's 5.5 edition. It's a D&D heartbreaker. It's exactly the same
Yeah.
with a little tweaks. That's all it is. I'm not impressed with it.
No.
No.
Well, I plan on no matter what happens. From what I've read, WotC is dropping. They're not focusing on Dungeons and Dragons anymore. They're
No.
there's some trickling in some fundage here and there, especially with D&D Beyond. Most are digital stuff, but they're shifting gears. They went over. I forget what it was. It's some other game that they're pouring their resources into. I have to look that back up.
They can't figure out how to make money. Just like all the way back to every company that's owned it since TSR. Nobody can figure out how to make money with a game that's played in your imagination with pencils and $3 dice.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, the game itself will live on.
Of course.
You're just not going to see. You're going to. That's why you see people doing more homebrew. A lot more people. They don't like running modulars. I do because I like it. Gives me ideas. I don't run it verbatim. I use it as a base play, and then I'll add my little twists and turns in it. You
The
know.
only thing that makes money in D&D is the name.
Yeah.
The name is the only thing that's worth anything. And if they were smart, they would make a enjoyable, old school, rules light, everyone can enjoy it game with a few expansions, not pump a lot of money into it, and
They
let that
can't.
be the game for the old school guys. And then the money maker's got to be in video games. They've got to pump out video games. That's
Well,
the only way you make money on D&D anymore.
that's what they're doing. They're shifting toward Baldur's Gate. How Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate 3 was such a hit, you can start seeing more of that.
Well, Baldur's Gate 2 was a hit. Baldur's
Mm-hmm.
Gate 1 was a hit. They just haven't learned their lesson in 40 years.
Right.
So I
But
don't know. But we'll see how it goes.
your D&D is going fully blown digital.
Yeah.
But as far as the old school goes, they can't because they released access to the rules. I'm backing right now OSR 3. That's coming out here shortly, September, I think. So it's the old school revised version of was it OSR? Not OSR. No, I hate getting old.
OSR's Old School Renaissance. That was the
Yeah, there's another one. I forget. There's another one that they called. Shit, if I can get to my email. It is Osric. OSRIC. OSRIC 3 is coming out. They were the ones that took and did the original reconstruction of D&D 1. And then they come out with different variations. Because there's so many different versions, all these other ones that came out. Anyways, they revised it. They've come up with their third edition of it. But I've backed it. I want to say NTX. Let's Me Your Games. Does that ring a bell?
I've never heard of it.
Here, I'll drop this in Discord as well.
Well, cool. What do we want to do with the Crow people? I guess we got to go tell them we've cleared their winery out.
Yep. I like the art.
Farmer, so I'm not the party leader here.
Let's see. You guys cleared out the upper floor, right?
We were already in the basement too. We started in the basement and worked our way up.
Yeah, so you pretty much cleared everything out. Okay. Yeah, you went into the cellar. So you want to confront the Crow people, huh?
I don't know that we want to say confront, but we want to go let them know that we've completed the task for them.
You know what? I have a feeling we're missing something here. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, you guys already got the Garcia staff. You guys went through the master bedroom. You guys remember going to the master bedroom? You found a. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
You guys found a desk manifest, or the manifest was on the desk that basically recorded wine shipments for the past century. A lot of stuff was abbreviated. For example, you saw something that said the blood, or BV, which meant you guys figured out it was the Blood Old Vine Tavern in the village of Bavaria.
Rod, are you streaming?
Yes.
Okay.
Want me to pause?
Oh.
You can say the word fuck. It's okay.
Nope, didn't need to. I was just checking.
Yeah.
Well, remember we have a younger audience person listening in right now.
Oh, thank you for
dinner.
reminding me, Dave. Yes.
She went to eat dinner.
Okay.
My
She hangs
apologies.
out for like 10 minutes and then she goes.
But still, this is tagged for Made for Children, I believe. So they're gonna get an earful, man. So we'll see. That's all right, man. You got to see some of the stuff my grandson, who just turned 5, some of the Minecraft videos he's watching, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, what? So, anyways, yeah. So the manifest, as a reminder, you guys. I don't recall it ringing any bells, so that's the reason why I'm bringing this back up. The manifest had, information, like I said, stuff that was abbreviated for BV, and it tells you, it was the Blood of Vine Tavern, which was in the village of Bavaria. They had basically had some wine made. BW, which meant for the Blue Water Inn, which is in the town of Wallachia. Then you see K, which is Kresk. And then you see Vistani.
So they make wine for the Vistani as well, huh?
Mm-hmm. Thumbing through the oldest records, you even find an entry for the letter S. And looking around, there's no indication what S may mean. Vistani was clearly printed out. The letter K was clearly printed out in parentheses with the word Kresk, which wasn't too hard to figure out. BW, in parentheses, says Blue Water Inn, which you guys know from being in Valaki. I don't think you guys have been to Kresk, so that probably doesn't make any sense. At least to you guys right now. But in the village of Bavaria, you guys do remember the blood old the Vine Tavern. So, and like I said, it's got parentheses, but for some reason the letter S does not. You're not sure what that means.
Jeff Strahd?
Maybe.
Could be.
That's up to you guys.
Have they had a shipment lately?
This was older records that you saw.
Yeah.
Nothing too recent.
Yeah. Well, he probably doesn't drink a whole lot of wine anymore. Now that he's the way he is.
Just because he doesn't drink wine doesn't mean his guest doesn't.
That's true.
And recapping on the kitchen, which is obviously the room right next to that one, the doorway. You guys came through to get to the hallway that you're currently in. You guys remember this room? Just a little refresher. Yeah, there was nothing in here. And then let's go to the sleeping quarters. Nothing in there.
Yeah, there was very little loot in the winery, unless we wanted to take wine. But I'm not a wine drinker.
So the printing press room, you guys were in. That's where you fought the blights, and there was a druid in there.
Yep.
Okay. The delivery, you guys figured that out. Where Tybor is currently at. There's a wagon in there, and the wagon, as you can see, looking down. In fact, Tybor, roll me a perception.
Oh, there it is. 27. Just didn't roll the dice.
You you hear something that's coming from below. It's different from the sounds that you hear from your party members or who are walking away. Miss Guile basically goes through the doorway. You can hear footsteps from him and Rocky and Pogs floating, but you hear something that's coming below you. As you look down over the balcony there, looking down, you see this wagon that's down there. You see a shadow. It's casting. It's moving.
Wait, what? All right, hang on.
Yeah.
That time it rolled, okay. But why did it say click and drag? Anyway, so I'm seeing a shadow, you're saying?
Yep. You see a shadow. It's kind of moving around. You hear a little bit of scuffling. Somebody who's definitely trying to be quiet.
I'm going to use my acrobatics to jump onto the rope of the crane and then kind of descend a little bit. It's still not rolling a dice. Well, anyway.
Are you doing
Acrobatic
it
25.
Quiet? Okay. Yeah, no problem. But what
Yeah,
are you doing it silently?
Yeah, I was going to say, and I'm
Okay.
using stealth. Roll that one too. 24.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You were able to reach out. You grabbed a hold of the rope, if you will, to the crane. You did it very quietly. However, visually, the rope is kind of moving around. It's tied to a crate, so it is tied down, so to speak. It is pretty taut, but there is a little bit of movement. So let me. Oh yeah, yeah, no problem, no issues. So you were very cautious as gravity and your weight had finally subsided. The movement of the rope, which took a couple seconds. You're now dangling on the rope. What do you do?
I'm going to bring my head down as low as to see through the opening.
Mission Impossible. You're gonna do one of those moves.
Yeah, so I was thinking is kind of using my that was maybe what my dexterity or my acrobatics was to land upside down on the rope
Okay.
and then kind of move downwards from there. Just going down 5 feet.
Yeah, you poke your head down and you notice you just happen to catch a glimpse of some feet that seem to scurry underneath the wagon.
Reach out from using my mind's mental abilities. Let them know that there is something underneath the wagon.
Okay.
And we need to approach it cautiously. Then the next thing I'm going to do after that is I'm going to call up one of my blades and I'm going to throw it up to, it says up to 40 feet is as far as away as I can throw it. I'm going to throw it 40 feet out the opening of the wagon area. So out into the yard, like out here somewhere. I
Okay.
can go as far as 40 feet. And when it touches the ground, I teleport there.
So you're gonna place yourself on the ground floor, outside where the wagon is.
Yeah, 40 feet outside of the front door, or from the opening of the wagon, or where the wagon is. Because it doesn't look like there's a door there. It just looks like a general opening.
Yeah, it's wide open. Yeah, there's no
So
door, nothing.
yeah, like out here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna crouch and see what I see.
What's the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just watching him because I probably wouldn't have seen what he's doing or what he's.
Well, no, you guys
I told you.
are.
Yeah, Miss Gal's moving.
Yeah, John, I telepathically alerted you guys.
So,
Okay.
do you have movement of your token?
Yeah, Miss Gal does. I do.
Somebody just moved.
I did. I moved you down. I was going to have you place your token where you want to be.
Yeah, that's fine, right there.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to see under the wagon.
Okay, so you guys are all moving in. The rest of you guys are moving into the opening area.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, are you moving?
Huh?
Okay.
Now, Tybor, once you have teleported to your location, is there any sound? Is there any noises? Is that a silent?
Well, it's a teleportation. It just goes off of my psychic energy, so it's mental. It's called psychic teleportation. The ability. Let's see. As a bonus action, you manifest one of your psychic blades, expand one psychic energy die, and roll it, and throw the blade at an unoccupied space you can see up to a number of feet away, equal to 10 times the number you rolled. So I got a 4. You guys saw that, I believe. So I could go 40 feet, and you teleport to that space, and the blade vanishes.
Okay, so I'm going to say, yeah, there probably is definitely sound. Maybe the blade hitting the ground.
Well, it's my cards, remember?
Okay.
Because I throw cards.
All right.
So it sounds like he's riding a bicycle with a card stuck in the
spokes.
Yeah.
If you want it to make noise, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm going to do is...
So it goes bamf.
I'm going to say these draft horses probably can detect the vibe. So I'm going to say they're getting kind of... You hear them neighing. They're getting restless.
Okay.
That's what I was driving at. So they're in here. So you're picking up sound coming in from the stable. These guys are getting restless, which triggers you're starting to pick up more noise that's underneath the trailer. I'm going to say this guy runs out. He sees you. And let me bring him into light.
It's a blight.
Nope. He's right in front of you. Can you see him?
I can see him.
And he runs across. Now you're not in combat, but you do have option of taking a swing at him if you want.
It's gonna say, "Hey, we're not here to kill you.
He's
If
still
you're not a
running.
druid."
He looks like a druid. He's still
Oh,
running. Yeah.
it looks like one of the druids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I would have attacked him.
Okay. So he takes a step. We'll say here, go ahead and take whatever attack move you would.
Oh, wrong. Wrong. Where's my character sheet? Psychic blade, main. 12 to hit.
Let's see. Where's your character sheet? Why they changed this? No, that would miss.
Okay, I have. If you make an attack roll with your psychic blades and miss the target, you can roll one of your psychic energy die and add that number to the rolled attack roll. If this causes the attack to hit, you expend the energy. So I'm going to do that. So that's 2, so 14.
Yep.
Did you say yep?
Yep.
Or nope? Okay. Spend one more energy. Where did it go? So I got 5 more. Roll the damage. Oh no, it rolled it. So it's 10 psychic damage. The question is, can I get my sneak attack off?
No.
Okay.
Because he's right in front of you. Yeah. So he carries on.
Mentally yell, druid, trying to escape.
He gets about 30 feet away from you. He turns. He throws his arms up in the air. He's murmuring something. You're not really quite sure. And then these guys up here. And then while you're at it, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Ooh, you're not lying, Jack. The hand tool has gotten. Whew,
Yeah.
Roll20's done something with the sensitivity of the hand tool.
Yeah. Well, they incorporated the demiplane. So they made some changes, and you know what happens when they modify stuff. Glitches.
Guys, we're not alone out here.
Yeah, I was going to say you might want to holler for backup.
Yep.
So I have rolled on my character sheet and clicked on my icon and rolled, and it's not showing up.
Here, let me check, make sure mine is.
Shit, I don't even see the box.
Yeah, they changed it big time.
Where's initiative at?
Tybor.
There it is.
There it is. It's popping in slowly. I didn't get in there. I didn't click on my icon. make an entry for me. I got a 28
I think
initiative.
you can do it. I think you can right click on your icon and add a turn.
Right
If
click.
you
Add a
can't,
turn.
let me know.
Did it add me? It did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go ahead and you should be able to edit your it says 0.
There.
Sweet.
Remember when you do that, you have to hit enter or it doesn't take it.
Yeah, it won't save. All right, right now, Rocky, you guys are not part of this yet, but save your. Looks like Miss Guile. You need to edit yours.
Yeah, I right click, add a turn, and it's not doing anything.
No, you're popping up. You just popped up twice. I deleted it. What was your initiative? Roll. I'll add it for you.
The first one was 16, and the
Okay.
second one was 9. So I don't care whichever one.
No, 16. That's
I don't
the.
see your rolls inside of here at all. This guy.
He's in there, but he's not. I guess we'll start initiative where you guys are at. So
Oh,
your only problem is your movement is going to be where you're at. Does that make sense? Kind of
yep.
like Boulder's Gate, when you could be, town over, and all of a sudden, no, never mind. All right, Tybor, you are up. What are you gonna do, man? You have this druid. You seem to get his attention. He's definitely seemed scared. He was pretty young. He threw his arms up. All of a sudden, these things started coming out of the bushes and out of this tree. All of a sudden, started coming to life. Right here, it's waving its arms. Things are moving around.
Um, I think I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay.
Okay. Primary attack. Why did it not? Oh, there it is. 14 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, 11 more psychic, so that's 21.
Okay.
Off blade. Offhand. 26 to hit.
Nope,
For
that's gonna
11
miss.
more.
That'll miss.
The 26.
All right.
For 11 more damage.
Duly noted. Anything else?
And yep. Why can't I grab? Is that grabbing now? Okay. And I'm gonna move over here
All right.
and stealth. 31.
All right. Rocky, about where you're at, but on the main floor around here is where action is going. Unless Tybor is communicating with you telepathically, you wouldn't know what's going on.
They're hearing, holy shit, big fight. Come on, guys. Need help.
Yeah. What's the way to get down that way? Down the stairs the spiral stairs, or
That's one way.
That's a ramp that.
I mean, what's the best way to get down there? Fastest way without catching.
Well, I'm going to say there's an opening right here. Well, no, there's not, I guess, as I zoom in, but there's a window. There's two windows right here. I guess if you want to jump, or if you want to take the same path he did.
Yeah, you can go down the rope.
You got windows over here. You got a window over here that would probably land on top of this roof. Because you got this big ass tree that you can see through the window over here, this area on the main floor, moving around. Or if you want, you can run down this hallway, run through the spiral staircase, which would put you on the main floor. Well, then you'd have to run through this way, and then of course you'd be where Tybor is. But as you can tell, it's like a ramp right here. And then that would be
Right.
the main floor. But it's not that high up, maybe a couple feet.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna rage, and then I guess I'll move. Are these spaces 5 or 10 feet?
5.
Okay. So I should be able to get out the window. Then there's a rope down the window, or it's not too far off the ground. I can jump.
Window?
No, the ropes underneath the crane. It's the crane.
Ropes under the crane. Okay.
Yes, the crane lift.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll go down the rope. So,
Okay. Give me a acrobatics to jump to grab a hold of the rope.
okay. 17.
Okay. We'll say you slide down the rope. Now you're on top of the wagon.
Okay. So I'll come off the wagon.
You can jump to here.
So where I'm at right now, that's Tybor to my right, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You attacking Tybor?
No, but I'm gonna jump off the wagon that way because everybody else is over here. Looks like.
So you're jumping off the wagon.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Rob caught it.
if I actually
He
have
fell off the
fallen off the wagon. Yeah, I didn't jump, I fell. Fell
Yeah.
off the wagon. But luckily I landed on my feet. So
It was a controlled fall.
There you go.
and 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna slide around right here.
Remember, you want to attack at the end of that, or you lose your rage.
Okay. And I'll come up here and attack.
All right. Now wait a minute. How much movement did you have?
I got like, what is it,
Because
60 feet?
you were here, weren't you? No,
40
you got.
feet?
Weren't you here?
I was right. I was in this hallway. Yeah, the very right on the edge of the hallway. So 5, 10, 15 to down the rope.
Which
And
would be 20 starting here. So it'd be 25, 30,
let me double
35.
check my movement.
So
Let me double check my movement.
I'd say maybe you'd make it here, dude.
I've got.
Let me go to your character sheet.
What's that going to be under?
Movement.
It's going to say walking in the middle of the.
You're
Big
walking
square.
40 foot.
Wow, he's got 40 feet.
Yeah.
Is that because he's a barbarian?
Yeah, 5th level he gets extra 10.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, 40 feet will put you right here next to Tybor. If you're moving from here, I got 5,
I was one.
10, 15, 20 to jump, another 5 to scoot on down, and then that'd be 30. We'll say 25, 30. Yeah, I was right. And that would have been 40. Does that make sense?
All right.
Throw a javelin.
Yeah, you can definitely throw a javelin.
You just have to make an
Well,
attack. You don't have to hit.
Okay. Is this a wall that Tybor is next to, though? Can I throw over that wall?
You
Or
should have
because
line.
basically,
We have line of sight.
okay.
Looks
And
to
we'll
me
do a
like you
javelin.
do.
Well, no, he's right. No, he wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that wall would probably block it. All right, well, I guess I'm just done and I lose that rage, but that's okay.
All right. And who's up? Let me get this out of the way. That's Rocky. This guy's up. All right. Let's see. Oh. What's he gonna do? He's got 30 feet. All right, he's gonna move up to here. You guys hear some mumbling going on? You hear coming from the druid. You're not sure what it is. You notice this thing that's moving up. You hear him open this door. That'll end his turn. Same thing with this one. He comes up here. He's going to look at you.
Could Rocky have held his action instead of just?
Yes, he could have. So you
He
want?
could have in the rage and make the attack.
Yes. So let's do that. So you're not wasting your rage.
Okay.
Not working?
I don't know. What's going on?
I think
It went
Rocky.
silent for a while.
Rocky should have been making an attack roll.
Oh, I didn't hear anybody. Everything went silent.
Oh. So what instead of just ending your turn, you just reserved until you could attack something.
Okay.
So
And
Yeah, you held your turn or your
okay, so we'll throw
action.
javelin then.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, 18.
Yep, that would hit.
Okay. And let's see. 7.
All right.
And then, since I was raging, I'm going to throw another javelin. 22.
Yep.
And 5 damage.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. This the one that you hit. He is looking at you. Looking at him, after you tossed your last javelin, you feel this really weird sensation come over you. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ten.
Okay. You suddenly feel paralyzed. You're unable to move. You feel this frightened feeling. And this is going to take place until the end of my next turn. And you are completely terrified of this guy right here.
Let me check. I don't know if I can do that while I'm raging.
This is
You can go
magically
ahead.
frightened.
I'm gonna look
Sure.
while we continue. But go ahead.
All right. Next up is this creature. He's going to move forward. You guys are not going to see him, but you do hear another door opening up. Miss Guile.
He's going to look at Pog and say Featherfall and cast as a bonus action. Cast as an action Featherfall on Pog and himself.
Okay.
And he's going to jump down and land on the wagon.
Okay. Which will put you here. Pog, how would that work with your disc?
Well, that just is more flavor.
Okay.
So it'll just work as normal. Like that
All right.
disc isn't going to keep me from fall. If I jumped off that ledge without feather fall, that disc isn't going to keep me from falling down.
Right.
And Miscal's a wizard, so he knows that.
Right.
So laying there on the wagon, I've still got 30 feet of move, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's his turn.
All right. All right. This guy's gonna double move. He's gonna get right there. All right. This guy's gonna do something a little different. Where are you? Okay. The ground starts to shake. You hear this crackling sound. Uh, this thing basically moves. Make sure. Okay. Yep. Miss Guile, you hear the glass shattering behind you. All of a sudden, you see this branch. It reaches through this broken window, and he's going to try to hit you with this attack that he's got. And I'm assuming a 15 is not going to hit.
Who are you trying to hit?
Miss Guile.
Yeah, 19 AC.
So behind you, you see this branch. In fact, you probably didn't see it at all. Well, maybe you did. You probably heard the glass break. As you turned, you saw this branch come reaching in. It just misses you. Now, um, it is now going to try to grab a hold of you. This is not a hit. Let's see. It kind of wraps around you, but doesn't have a hold of you yet. Give me a DC 15 strength.
Sorry, I didn't click my icon, but rolled an 18.
Yep, no worries. This thing slips around you and it slithers down to your feet. It's not able to make a connection. And then the branch is still laying behind you, and that will end its turn. Pog, from above, you hear this crashing glass breakage. You see this branch looking thing come through. If you're looking down in to where the wagon is, what does Pog do?
Mm,
And you have Featherfall casted on you.
um, hmm. I'm going to jump down and stay on the wagon.
You've never been on the wagon, dude.
I have not. I've always been floating above it. Then I'm going to cast spell. It's going to be well, that's good enough. It goes up further than that, but that's probably enough for our purposes. And the group in the box needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And the DC is a 17.
Okay. We'll start with the druid. Nope, he fails. Let me mark him. All right. Let's go with this one. He fails. One that's been injured. He fails. Go with him. Ha, natural one. He makes it. Just kidding.
Natural one, he's got to pull a card.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, 17. He actually makes it. So that's right. I have to go get my cards. I forgot about that. And hold on. Let me go grab my cards. I'm glad you reminded me of the cards. I completely. This is plot twist. Critical hit. And critical fumble. All right. Let's get the cards out. All right, Mr. Tony, I'm going to shuffle these cards. I want you to tell me. Hold on, let me make sure I get the rules out of here. Okay. All right, I'm going to start shuffling these. Tell me when to stop. And go.
Stop.
All right. Pull the top one. All right. Top card. Who was that? You are now dazed. A 1d3. Let's roll a d3. So that's going to be 2 and 3. So it's going to be a 2. So for 2 rounds.
So the horse spoke. So is that Wilbur, the talking horse?
Yeah. So this guy right here, let's give him another color. So he's dazed for 2 rounds. All right, there goes the bottom of the deck. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, but I forgot about that. We were going to start doing it. I got one for crits too, by the way.
It's only for 20s when we roll a natural 20.
What's that?
It's for when we roll a natural 20, but not just in combat, right? Or are we just doing it for combat?
Just combat. It's a natural. There's a critical fumble whenever you roll a natural 1.
Okay.
We could use the
because the other ones were world-based, weren't they?
Yeah.
And we were only going to do it once a day
Yeah, we were
initially.
initially.
Yeah. Okay.
So I checked. I cannot be charmed or frightened while I am raging.
All right.
And the guy that stepped up in front of me, being that I was not frightened or anything, would I get a opportunity on him or no?
No, he never left your threat zone.
Okay, he has to leave it. Okay. Also, if I am frightened or charmed, if I rage, it breaks that while I'm raging.
Okay, good to know. Good job looking it up. All right, Pog, was there anything else you wanted to do?
What about that last one in the?
Oh, yep. Nope.
They're stunned. They're stun locked. So that will end my turn.
All right. Now this box, does that go away?
What's
No, it's
that?
hypnotic pattern, so they stay hypnotized, right?
Yes, as long as I concentrate.
All right.
And they only get a chance. They only come out of it if we attack them, right?
Correct. Or
If-
someone wakes them from their stupor.
Right.
All right. The guy that's not, he's got an intelligence of 10. So I think he would be smart enough to walk out of the box. So how big is the box? Would they be able to see this pattern?
Yeah, I mean that's a giant cube of twisting colors.
All right, let me roll percentiles. This guy would actually avoid it. Yeah, 69. I'm gonna say he's gonna avoid it. So how big is this box? Eh,
It's 30 by 30. It's the pink box. Basically, it goes off the map on the horizontal or on the vertical, but it's correct on the horizontal.
So it's gonna go way out to here.
Yeah, it'll go six blocks up technically.
This guy would be smart enough to avoid it, so he's probably gonna double move. He's gonna come the other way around. Um, but would he? Well, would he come through here? I guess he probably could try to cross through the window. That's 20. So yeah, he's gonna try that. We'll see if he can get to the window, and that's where he'll end his turn. The druid, who's stunned, correct? He does nothing.
Correct.
Tybor, you
All
see these
right.
whirling lights. The guy in front of you seems to be dazed. His eyes are going in circles like Scooby Doo. But the one next to in front of Rocky, he seems to be well awake.
Yep. So he's got my full attention. That's a natural 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage, and let's get the critical hit card.
Okay, so it rolled one set of damage, but it didn't do the second. So that is just a D8, right? No, a D6. So I will roll that. 1. So it's 13 damage.
Okay.
Oh, do I get to double the damage of my backstab?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the backstab damage dice are rolled separately.
Let me look that up real quick. So it does sneak attack double on crit. Yep.
Oh, shit.
When a rogue scores a critical hit with an attack that also triggers sneak attack, the sneak attack damage dice are doubled along with the weapon damage.
Okay, so I'll roll this twice. So 13 plus 22 is 35 plus 16
Come here.
is
Sit.
40,
Sit.
51.
Good boy.
51 damage on the crit.
All right. Describe how you killed him.
He's looking at Rocky because he's right in front of him. He doesn't even really see me, so I smack him with that card. Actually, when it's base to base, it's a dagger. So it looks like a dagger because it's not ranged. Right in the center of his chest. And then when I pull the blade, or the blade actually just disappears, there's no actual physical wound, but he dies anyway.
Okay. Now, the crit card, I am shuffling it. You let me know when to stop.
You're shuffling already?
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Okay.
As it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's dead anyway, but
Well,
kind of.
this is for you, though.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. He's double dead.
All right. So the one that's right in front of me, he's already been damaged, right? He's got 2. No, he's not.
No,
He's not the one Rocky attacked. Is
yeah, he's full. He's good.
all right. Well, I'm gonna attack him anyway.
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm right behind you.
Yeah, that's kind of why I figured I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, did I close my character sheet again? Damn it, David. Idiot.
Hey, don't we talk to my friend like that?
Okay, the off blade attack. $21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
7 damage.
Okay. Now he's gonna wake up from his stupor.
Yep.
Okay. He wakes up. He kind of shakes it off. Anything else?
Pat Rock. I reach over and tag out.
All right. Rocky, you feel something gently caress your back side?
Hey.
Nah, it was one of them hand slap tags. I done to watch some WWE. I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Fall on your face and do it like Ric Flair. Do it the right way.
There you go.
So Rocky is going to swing the great axe. $21 to hit.
Yep.
All right. And
Come here. No, no. Wrong hand. Wrong hand. Sit. No. Can you lay down? Yeah, good boy. This dog is so damn smart.
um, 19 damage.
Describe how you killed him.
He just
Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Never mind.
melted.
He's still up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, then 21 to hit again.
Yes.
And oh, what's going on? Y'all may have to tell me what my damage is. I just accidentally closed.
That's all I see
Looks
is
like it's
damage.
12 damage. Looks like it's saying 12 damage. You rolled 9 and 3.
Then there's 6,
Yep,
then there's
12.
2. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it's doing, but if you look at the game log, yeah, you get the first one, which is 9 plus 3. And then if you look down there at total, that's 12. I think
Yeah.
the next one is critical, where it adds the 6 and the 2,
Right.
and that would
Which
be 8. So if he had rolled a critical, it would have been 21 total damage. So you just take the top 2 damage.
now describe how you killed him.
He just kind of melted into a mush, and his clothing's just laying there on the floor.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. All right. The mob that is not hypnotized, he's going to move on top of his buddy. And he's going to try to claw you, sir. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. Here's his second claw hit. Does an 18 hit?
I felt the wind off of it, but he missed.
Okay. So they both missed. Oh, and
Correct.
his turn. That one there's can't move. Do these guys get another save on their turn, John?
No,
Okay.
once they're stuck, it's either yay or nay. Once they're stuck, they're stuck. Until I say so.
Mesquile.
Check your phone.
Yep.
Miss Gill is going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Well, I don't know why it's rolling damage, but so 15. It says 15 feet from me. I'm assuming that's a 15-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yes.
So critters appear all around me, and it says the spell description says when they enter or start their turn, they're subject to a wisdom save and damage.
Does it say all creatures?
Except for the ones I designate, which I am designating my 3 companions to be immune from them.
Okay. And that's 15 feet all the way around you?
Yep.
So it looks like it's going to go something like this.
It's a really good spell. One of my favorites for a cleric.
Yep. And well, it's got a great duration too. Yeah, something like that. And Rod, did you see the text I sent you?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So Rocky, Pog, and Tybor, all 3 of you guys roll a perception. You feel funky in the force. Now the guys, the critters that are in here, what does this mean? They have to roll?
If they start their turn or they move into that area,
Okay.
so nobody rolls yet.
Yet. Right.
And he's just, that was his action. He's not doing anything else.
All right. Pog, you're noticing a very strange vibe coming off of your compadre.
Cool.
And Tybor and Rocky, you guys roll perception?
Oh, no. Hang on. I thought you were saying wisdom for some reason, so I was like, what? 22.
Okay. Tybor, you too, you're feeling a very weird vibe coming from this guy. And let me run this guy outside real quick.
Okay.
He's hollering at me.
Now, what was the spell that you cast? What does it do?
Need perception? From Rocky.
14. 14.
You've seen him cast it before. It's Spirit Guardians. And
Basically,
so these spirits swirl around this guy. They're ethereal.
And they can either be described as light or dark, depending on the cleric and what they want to do with it.
It says angelic, fey, or fiendish.
Right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so Rocky, you as well. You're picking up a very weird sensation. I'm going to say when you guys kind of look over, whether you do it now or do it later, you kind of glance over at Miss Guile because, like I said, you keep getting this very strange vibe. I'm going to see how I can do this. He's going to have this really strange looking smirk on his face. His natural look seems to be modified somehow. almost like a corruptive look, if you will. It's like he's getting enjoyment out of what he's doing all of a sudden. It's no longer for a good cause. It's almost like he's enjoying this. He wants to, you're getting a vibe, maybe he wants to see some pain and suffering. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Gal, that was it for you. This guy here, he's not going to do nothing. All right, Pog. You see this branch that's kind of laying inside. It kind of went through the window. It wasn't moving, so you probably really didn't know what it was. But it's starting to move. In fact, it's coming towards you, and it kind of like you see it retracting inwards toward the window that it was coming out of. But before it gets all the way in, it lances out at you like a snake. Oh, that's a crit. Yeah. So that is going to be a bitch slap, if you will, from a tree branch for 15 points of bludgeoning damage. +8. If I'm reading that right. Yeah, 15 plus 8 bludgeoning. So it's going to be a total 23. And now would you lose concentration?
Did we lose John?
I don't know. You may have stepped away for a minute.
No, sorry, I was on mute. I don't think so. I don't remember. They changed the rules on me so much that I can't remember. I don't think it breaks concentration like in 3rd edition.
Okay. So it's 23 damage. Branch had basically slapped you. Now it's going to try to grasp you. It's sitting out. Yeah, that's going to be a 27. So give me a DC. Give me an escape. This is definitely going to be a grasp, and to break out of it, it's going to be a DC 15.
What am I rolling?
It is probably going to be an escape, so that's what, strength?
Strength or dex.
Yeah, whichever is highest for you.
The tree didn't make a wisdom saving throw from the spirit guardians.
15.
Okay. You actually make it. So it does not grab a hold of you. It releases and it drops to around your feet. Now, spirit guarding, I have to roll what kind of a save?
Wisdom.
Okay. What was the DC?
I think it's 15. Let me see. Um, 17.
Yeah, he's going to fail.
So then he is going to take 3d8 necrotic damage,
Okay.
which would be 12. And
He takes 12 damage.
yeah,
Okay.
necrotic.
All right.
Oh, and its speed is halved.
Okay.
So technically, everybody that's hypnotized, when they start their turn, they're going to take damage.
Yeah. Which means it's going to break their.
Potentially. I mean, they got to make their saving throw. Oh, well, no, if they take damage, they come out of it. Yep.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, but Hog should roll a concentration saving throw, right?
Because he took damage, yes.
It's 10 plus half the damage.
Is it?
Yeah. So it'd be like, if it was 15, it'd be 17 DC.
What am I rolling though? Because there's not a concentration skill anymore.
Con save.
Con?
Con, yes. Which doesn't make sense. It really should be one of your spell or your spell ability.
Okay, well I rolled a 4, so it's gone. So they're all awake.
Except for the druid. Oh. Oh, no. The druid just doesn't take damage.
No, the druid is in the. He doesn't take damage, but he's still paralyzed.
No, he lost his concentration.
Oh, yeah.
So they basically all wake up.
All right. And Pog, you were up.
Pog will move 5, 10, 15 right here.
Come here. Shake. Shake. No. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Okay.
All right.
You do know there's no wall there, right? It's wide open.
So the barn is knocked down?
No. Oh, the barn's here. This wall's there, but that's wide open right there. It's
Right.
like a yeah. Okay. In other words, that one scarecrow can see you.
Right.
Okay. Want to make sure you
And
knew.
I can see him.
Yes.
I cast Sickening Radiance.
Is that a DC?
Alrighty, that is... When a creature moves into the spell area where the first timer starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a con saving throw, DC 17, or take 40-10 radiant damage. And it suffers 1 level of exhaustion, emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius, which will make it impossible for it to go invisible.
Nice.
So this one right here, you're attacking this one?
It's the radius. It's the pink box again.
Oh, the pink box. I got you. So everybody has to make what kind of a save?
When it starts their turn, they have to make a con save.
Con
DC
save.
17.
All right, I got you. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Scarecrow is up.
Now they're just nauseous from all those lights.
He's got an 8, so he's going to fail. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. He's down at the bottom. He is going to try to climb to the window. And he has to make a DC save, doesn't he?
Yeah, DC 17.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. No, he's going to 15, so he's going to fail.
Yep. I'm assuming, do I roll each time, or are we just going to stick with 12?
What's the medium?
It's 3d8. necrotic.
I'd roll again because you possibly get a lot more.
Yeah. You got up to 16. It's middle.
All right. Yep. So there's 20.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm not showing up, but that's 20 necrotic.
Okay. He makes us. He fails, takes damage, but he crawls in to the window.
Yep. His move is half.
And he is going to step up one more. He's going to try to claw Miss Giel twice. 17
Nope.
and 14. That will end his turn. The druid is up, but he has to make a con save.
Yep, 17.
You got a 15, so he fails. What happens?
He is
So he
sickened
takes-
and takes radiant damage of 24.
All right. Describe how you killed him.
He barfs to death.
All right. Choked on his.
He coughs out a lung and says, "Wait, isn't this supposed to be inside?"
Yep. All right.
He loves the lights. He goes into too much of a rave and takes way too much X, and his brain explodes.
Rocky.
Actually, it's Tybor.
Oh, sorry. I skipped Tybor. Yep, I did.
All right. Main attack on the guy right in front of Rocky. Now it's not rolling at all.
I see 17.
Oh, wait. I got that problem again. How did I fix it last time? Let me refresh real quick and see if that fixes it.
Come here. This dog loves the hell out of this crazy crust. You want that? Hmm? You want that? Lay down. No, lay down. Damn dog's trying to shake and lay down and sit at the same time. Lay down.
All right. Yeah, I'm back in. I can see again. So
Sit.
it's 17 to hit.
Shake. 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 17 will hit. Good boy.
Okay, 6 psychic, and I lost my damn. Well, it's because I refreshed, probably. This is how I end up losing the. Okay, came back. All right. Sneak attack. Oh my god. Really? A 1, a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 1. For
And
7.
away we go.
Yeah. That was my main attack. Now my offhand.
Ivor's rolling damage in binary.
Yes, I am. 22 to hit, 7 psychic.
All right.
So total of what? 14,
Yep.
20 damage total. 20 damage total.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Rocky.
All right, Rocky's going to take a swing with the great axe. Got a natural 20.
Oh.
Crit.
Yep. And Let's see. The 20 on the damage.
Okay.
And we get to pull a card.
Okay. Tell me when.
Stop.
All right. What damage are you doing? Slashing?
Yeah. It's
Triple gash. Double the damage on one what? And one charisma drain. We won't worry
Did
about
the
that. That's for Pathfinder.
did the guy
So
pull a card when he critted me? The tree?
no, you don't want that.
Okay.
I forgot intentionally. As you can see, triple the damage, which actually, so that would be 60 damage on this guy. So he's dead. All right. Anything else?
let's see.
Come here.
I guess should we move up and attack these other ones, y'all, or should we wait for them to come to us?
Well, do you know if
Don't go in the
that's
light.
is going to
Don't
make
go
you?
into the light. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Gonna make me wheezy, Dave. Make me sick.
I haven't seen this one before, so I look over at Pocket and I ask, "Will that make us sick too?"
Oh, you
You lay
seen it?
down.
I don't remember seeing this one.
Lay
Dude,
down.
I killed the whole den of werewolves in the cave with this thing.
Yeah,
This is the one where all the lights go dark
Yeah.
and I wiggle my fingers and my voice gets real low and I go, amazing.
Okay, so we have seen this, and you have told us not to go into that one, right?
Oh, yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah.
I've cast this a bunch of times.
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember that time. He wiped everybody out one time. So Rocky's turn's done. He's just. I'm gonna hold my other action. I've got one more attack, but I'm just gonna hold it.
You can
You
throw.
can't do that.
No.
You can't.
Okay.
Yeah, you cannot hold partial actions. Either your whole
Okay.
action or no action.
Okay.
You can throw. You got range.
He's already got two goblins in him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you lose your rage if you don't.
Well, I did attack. I did one attack.
Well, that's
Do I
true.
have to use? Do I have to use the other one to keep the rage, or?
No.
Now,
Okay.
if you attack at least once, even if you miss,
So yeah, we're good, and we're gonna hold what we got.
All right. Doing a con save. Missing this character sheet. Come on, man. There we go. Oh, he failed. I'll roll damage.
Right.
$17.
Okay.
Radiant.
Now, he's also in the green box, so what else has he got going on, Miss Kyle?
As far as
Well, he's got
wisdom
two.
save, right?
Yeah. So if he fails that,
He takes additional damage.
yeah, if he fails his wisdom saving throw, he takes necrotic damage.
yeah, he's gonna fail.
Okay. So he's going to take. Sorry, I got to call it back up each time.
3d8.
3, yeah.
19.
All right. Yeah, he's dead. Alright,
Matching
y'all
these guys with holy and unholy.
y'all describe how you killed him, because you both take credit on that one.
I think
I'm
we
just,
tore apart the fabric of the universe on that one.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, they're fiends dashing through them and screaming silently, and
Hold on, grabbing a soda. Putting food up, this dog is going nuts. You can smell that pizza. I just gave him a taste of it. Alright, so who's next? Alright, this guy's up. Same thing. First is going to be his con save. DC 17, I believe. He got a 19. So he's going to pass that. And then he's got a wisdom save. He's going to fail that. So
he's going to take 12 necrotic.
what conditions does he have right now? He can move,
Nothing
right?
from.
He's
Yeah, he
slow
can move.
though. He only can move half
Yeah,
his movement because
Yeah,
of
so he's slowed.
yeah, half his move.
Alright. Pog, this guy's in front of you. He's going to try to claw you twice. 12 is probably going to miss. And how about a 7?
Nope.
Miss Guile.
We're gonna do Ray of Sickness on the one in front of us at, what are we looking at, 3rd level, and we'll go 2nd. Alright, roll a 13.
To hit?
Yeah,
Yep, that's going to hit.
okay. And so, um, takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a con saving throw. Oh, so takes a whopping 6, but needs to make a con saving throw or be poisoned.
Okay. What's the DC on that? 17?
Yep.
And he gets a 17.
Wait. No, 14. That's a wizard spell.
Okay. He makes it.
Okay. So he takes, was that 6?
Yeah.
6 necrotic. Or, I'm sorry, 6 poison.
Okay.
No, he takes the full damage. He's not poisoned. That's what it was.
Okay. All right. That was it for you?
Yes.
Okay. He is now up. He has to go make his con save. We'll start with that one. He's going to miss. He's going to fail his con save.
So he is subject to.
And he also fails his wisdom. In fact, he got a crit failure. I'll pull a card.
So he
Yeah, go
takes
ahead.
11 necrotic.
Okay. And Pog, he failed his other one for your spell.
B1 radiant.
And he dies. And his crit failure. Bad grip. His weapon deals non-lethal damage for the next 3 rounds. Well, he's dead, so that would have been
It
his.
definitely is non-lethal.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. All right. The tree is up. Who's he gonna try to reach for?
He's
Well,
in the. He's got the ghost thing too. He's in the.
Yep.
that
It looks
that
like
that a,
he's.
is that a con save?
Yep.
You got an 18.
So he passed, but he still takes 5 necrotic, and
5.
his movement is at half, of course.
So he takes 5 damage for necrotic.
Yep, 5 necrotic.
Okay. All right, Miss Gill, since you're the only person that's in range right now, what I'm gonna do is actually he's gonna make his 4 turns this time. I've only been doing 2. He's gonna make 2 branch attacks. It's gonna be 19 for 15 bludgeoning and
Okay,
20, a dirty 20 for 20. So that's 35 altogether.
so we're gonna do shield.
Okay.
On the first one, and let's see, +5 bonus to AC. So yeah, the first one will be gone, and we're gonna have to use a second level. Oh, so 20 for 20 points gets through, and that knocks
Okay.
out the spirit guardians.
Okay.
The shield should be for the rest until the end of your turn. So it
Okay.
should block against. It should. Well, I don't know. Did they change shield? Because why did you roll?
Let's see. Until the yep, you're right. Until the start of your next turn, you have +5. So both missed.
Okay. Hog.
Yeah. What is the D20 plus 5 though? That you rolled in the game log.
What I rolled, it's my +5 to my AC, which is 19.
Right. I so look in the game log in Beyond. It rolled
Okay.
a D20 and added 5 to it. So it was 13 plus 5, which is 18. So I'm not sure why it rolled anything when you cast the spell. Anyway, sorry. I squirreled on you.
What do I want to do? I'm just gonna hit him with a poison spray in the face.
In the face. So is that a
Range attack. So okay. So let me roll my melee ranged attack here. So that should hit, I would think.
Oh yeah.
A ranged spell attack rather. So it's still a roll of 17. So 1d12 poison damage. Blah. 3.
Okay.
And then that's the end of my turn.
All right, Scarecrow is up. He's on your back, Miss Guile. He's gonna try to claw you twice. 15 for the first,
Miss.
and 18 for the second.
Miss.
And Tybor.
All right. If I move to here, can I see him still?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't think I have line of sight on him right now.
No, you have a wall,
Okay,
like a
so
corner.
if I move, is that going to elicit an opportunity attack, though?
No.
Okay. Move to here. Pull out my throwing card.
I don't think you still see him.
Well, that's what I asked you, if I could see him when I was there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can.
Okay. I mean, if you want me to move 5 feet forward, I
Nope.
can do that.
Nope. Rocky Duck.
I didn't want to get in the. I didn't want to get into the green stuff.
You may want to attack the tree because he's still got to make another saving throw on the lights.
And where you're at, I'm gonna say you can hit the tree. You can hit its branch. Its branch has got HP.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll make an attack at the branch then.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yep.
8 psychic.
Okay.
Oh, no sneak attack. Never mind. No sneak attack. 27 to hit with the second.
Yep.
All right. So he's taken 17. It takes 17 damage.
All right. Okay.
That was the whole reason I was going to go after one in front of you, Pog, is because they get the sneak attack damage.
He'll probably, hopefully, will get smoked at the start of his next turn.
All right. This draft horse is up. He has made the initiative roll. He has to roll because he's also in the same square. Because I'm assuming whatever's going on goes through walls.
Yep.
Okay. And that's a con save.
Yep. DC 17.
He fails.
But he's looking at 14 damage.
Okay. He's going to try to kick his stall door open.
His movement's half.
He successfully kicks open the door. He's going to get out to here. So he's got 5. He's going to make it to here.
Oh no, he's in the rave.
Yeah.
Now he just made his life over, probably.
Yeah, these guys are not very smart. All right, this one here, he's up as well. He's gonna fail his draft or his con save. So what is this draft horse damage?
He is looking at 14.
All right.
Crowding.
Same thing. He's gonna try to kick open his door. He succeeds. He's able to get out. Door swings open. He's gonna follow. Oops, I didn't mean to move that. He's gonna follow his buddy. And he's in it. And Rocky.
Okay. The green should be down one, shouldn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Did I move it too far?
I think it was down. Yeah, right there.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. So Rocky's going to move down here. Now, that branch is sticking through the window?
Yep.
Or,
Yep. All you see is a branch.
okay.
Rocky, you physically didn't move for me. Did you actually move?
His finger.
Yeah, I was deciding exactly where I was going to go. Because I didn't want to block the window totally. But I
Oh,
want to
the
be able
window.
to,
That window's blocked. You see a branch sticking through it.
okay.
In other words, you can't see out
So,
of it.
okay, but I just see the branch coming in.
Yep.
And if I move right here on the top of this barrel, can I hit the branch?
Yeah, you definitely you can hit the branch. I believe it's
Okay,
stretched out going after Miss Guile.
right. So I'm going to take a swing at the branch with the great axe. 13 to hit.
No, you kind of skim off the side of it.
All right. Well,
What
wasn't
are
a
you
good hit.
doing?
Let me try one more.
What are you doing? You just don't like being ignored, do you? Do you? Huh? You don't like being ignored.
How about a 25?
25 will definitely hit.
Okay. And
Get it, get it, get it. Yeah, he gets mad at me, man. He wants to go lay down. He'll let me know. He'll whine at me. In other words, he wants me to follow him in the room. It's
Yeah.
funny.
um,
Get it. We'll get it.
20 pieces of chopping wood.
20 pieces of chopping wood.
Yep.
Just a
20
minute.
pieces of wood. 20 pieces of wood chuck.
How much can a woodchuck chuck and a woodchuck?
Good chuck wood. 20
Chuck.
pieces.
All right. Anything else?
Um, no, that's going to be it.
All right. Mescal, Scarecrow. Or I'm not Mescal, but he's got to make his con save and wisdom save. 14 on the con,
It'll miss.
and then 5 on the wisdom saving throw.
So that deals up another 9 necrotic.
Okay.
Woo! 28
And
radiant.
yeah, well, he's dead. Mesquil.
I'm gonna move to the window here. Can I see out?
Nah, you just see the branch coming through the window.
Hmm.
You can attack it by attacking the branch. I mean, it's definitely a part of him. He's taking
Yeah,
damage.
I'm definitely gonna. I'll hit it with the Mace of Disruption.
So wait a minute.
See what
Just
we get.
just so I understand what just happened. Miss Guile moved through a scarecrow.
It was dead.
No, he's alive.
Yeah.
No, the one that died was the one that was on Pog.
Ah,
Oh,
So
yeah, I didn't even realize there was a scarecrow there.
ah.
I figured
Okay.
he moved around him. That's the reason why he didn't get a opportunity attack, because he stayed within his threat. I mean, you can do that if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah. So now makes a disruption 21 to hit.
The scarecrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Don't forget the
And then
tree branches if they're by you. You don't have to move to get to the tree.
yeah. Well, but I want to get rid of the scarecrow if I can. That's
Yeah, yeah.
7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I don't think it's undead or anything weird like that.
Nah,
Um, that's his action.
it's a construct. All right. Tree is up. Uh, Rocky, you
He's
seem to
rolling.
have. Yeah, what's he rolling? Con?
He's
Green?
rolling wisdom.
17?
Nailed it.
Okay.
So he takes half of 9. So he takes 4. Necrotic.
Okay. All right, Rocky. This other way. All right, his branch is going to move. You see him coming from across from the north of you, and it swings around. He's going to try to slap you. I think that's a natural 1.
Fumble.
Yep, it's a fumble. So let's pull a card. Well, it's a punt. In other words, your weapon flies 2d6 squares in a random direction, which doesn't have a weapon. So he misses anyways. And he's going to come back and try to hit you again. 21?
Ouch, that hurt.
So he hit you for
How
21?
how bad did it hurt?
21.
21 damage.
Yep,
Okay.
that's bludgeoning. Now he's
So
going to try
it's
to do his.
21 to hit and a 21 damage.
Yep,
Okay.
grasping root. Uh, what was the roll? 27. So yeah, I'm going to say definitely got a hold of you for 8 points of damage. And roll a DC 15 to get out.
All right. So let's see. Yeah. Go to dice.
No, so you are now grappled. All
Okay.
right. Now at the start of your next turn,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have you roll a d6 and add 6, and you'll take that much more damage.
Okay.
Now to get out of this, um, cutting the root does not hurt, but it can. Okay? So you'll have to hit it. It's got an AC of 15.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Pog.
I say, no, horsey, no. And I drop the rave.
Okay.
I'll move here. And I'll try to finger guns the tree.
Okay. Now, if you aim for the branch that's got Rocky, that would help him out.
That's fine. Whatever's easiest to shoot.
AC 15.
No. This will be attacks. So 3 attacks on the branch. So the first 2, 25 and 29.
Yep.
And the last one,
All 3 hit.
ooh, I think it's the first time all 3 have ever hit.
The 29 is a crit, so that second one's doubled.
Do we double damage on spells with crits?
Damage dice rolls are doubled.
Yep.
Okay.
But it would only be
pull a card.
Right, and pull a card, but it would only be that one ray that gets doubled.
Okay. So it's going to be 8d6 fire damage then.
So what's the damage for the first one?
Well, hold on here. I'll roll.
Sure.
So 20 fire damage and then an extra. Yeah, so 30 fire damage to the tree. And that's his turn.
All right, let me see. It doesn't say anything about vulnerability to fire or anything, so you would think he would be. All right.
Maybe not. Depends. Not all plants are.
So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the crit cards. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right. Pulling the top card. You did magical, so Eibler. Normal damage to the target makes them blind for 1d4 rounds. So go ahead and roll a d4. Oh, never mind. This thing is immune. Hold on. Let me pull his ass up. I hate these cards. They don't, yeah. Yeah, he can't be blinded. He's immune. So it doesn't matter.
All right.
He still takes the damage. All right.
That's my turn.
All right, the remaining Scarecrow. What is he going to do besides make a save? That's a wisdom save, correct? For the green?
Yep. Wisdom
about-
17.
Nope, he's going to fail.
So he's going to take 12 necrotic.
He does.
Woo-hoo! Oh, and since it killed him, I think I get hit points back. Because it was a result of the spell, but
Yeah, cool.
we'll worry about that later.
The draft horse, he's got to make a wisdom save as well. Oops, that's a Scarecrow. Never mind, disregard. He's going to fail. So he's only got 5 hit points, so he's going to die.
Yep, 14 necrotic. He shrivels to a little husk. Looks like a pinata.
Here's the last one. He's got a 2. He failed.
And he takes 10.
Yeah, he's dead. Rocky.
You hear Paul yell, "No, horsey, no!"
You are not
Thanks,
grappled.
Tabor.
You're no longer grappled.
Okay.
thanks to Pog. The tree branch is at your feet, still connected. What do you do?
Well, Tybor's up before I am.
No, you're up. Oh, Tybor.
Okay.
No, you're right.
Or
I don't know why every time I click next, it skips Tybor.
it doesn't
So,
like me.
my apologies, sir. You are up. Glad somebody's paying attention, Mr. Rocky.
It's all out of order for me. So I think when
Yeah, it is on mine too.
when I refreshed because of whatever issue it is that's going on in the background for me, I think that's what caused it. All right, main hand or main attack. 13 to hit.
Negative.
All right, I am going to spend another power point to add a D8 to it. So add 4 to that, so 17.
That'll hit.
Okay, so he takes 8 psychic damage, and then sneak attack goes off for. Come on. This thing's running really bizarre for me.
Showing a 14 on sneak attack.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's 14.
No, it did that crap to me again. I've got 2 chats. One's in front of the other, and it's static. So let me just go ahead and make my offhand attack. I can't see it. So that's what it is. And now, all right, so it takes 6 more. I'm refreshing.
Your sneak attack did 14. And then you did another second hand attack?
Yeah, offhand.
Okay, yeah, he's dead. You killed it.
Yay!
Combat is now over.
I was wondering if we had some rabbit or something while we was burning the tree. We could cook.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure birds, eggs, rabbits, squirrels, everything. Chestnuts roasting.
Yeah.
Good deal.
If you don't mind a little necrotic damage.
Yeah. That was a good fight.
Yep.
All right, let's see. I'm going to grab my book. Let's see if there's any loot, which I don't think so.
Rocky probably needs to take a long rest.
All right, so yeah, there's 6 barrels that are loaded on the trailer, and they're supposed to be heading towards Keepers of a Feather.
Oops.
And the other ones are going to the Vistani. Now,
Let's remind everybody when we get back to the Crow people that they're going to need to get 2 draft horses. We don't know what happened. They just were shriveled up in front of the stable. We don't know how it happened, though.
Now, as a little hint, give you guys some flavor. These 6 kegs of wine that are inside this wagon could probably buy you guys your way into Kresk. Hint, hint.
No, we don't have draft horses.
You don't right now.
So if they offer us, did they offer us anything to clear them out?
Yeah, what did they offer you? I believe there was something.
Maybe the equivalent of 6 barrels of wine?
Yeah. What did they offer you? This was the Markov family.
I don't know if they offered us anything.
I thought they did. You guys were offered something. Was it gold? They were were ravens. I think you guys had to figure that out, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they'd be willing to give us 6 barrels of wine.
Mm. Well, we'll pick up on this next time we play, and I'll make a mental note or read through here. I remember they offered something. It might have been something that wasn't written down. It might have been something we just did. So let me fumble through my notes and whatnot. But yeah, so you have six barrels of wine. What do you guys want to do with that? Like I said, you can use that as a ticket to get into Crest, or you guys, can do whatever you want with it, really.
Well, we were going back to the town to get a cart and wagon, or a wagon and a horse. Anyway, weren't we?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
we were.
So I think how far is it to back where they were? And what time of day is it right now?
I'm going to say it's probably late evening. And to what town?
No, to back where the werecrows were at.
Oh, they're right here, just outside.
Well, why don't we go meet up with them and then camp out for the night since it's late evening anyway, so they can get started.
Yeah, you guys are just outside of the vineyard.
Yeah, so let's just say that's where we end it, and we can have that conversation next week, but we're going to do a long rest as well.
All right.
Because Rocky needs it.
Yes, he does.
And I'm sure Pog probably needs it too.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's write that down in the notes.
He'll be next time, remember. Before we rest.
Yeah.
With.
All right, fellas, have a good one. I got to go.
Yep. Me too.
Cool. See you guys
See
next
y'all.
weekend.
All right, you guys.
Yep.
Thanks again. Have a good one.
Yep. Have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Indeed. See you guys.
See you guys.